Hi, I'm really excited to be here, and this is the first public Facebook Live that I've done in quite some time, and I'm already having audio issues. Yeah, that's what I want. But that's all right, because I am pretty sure that I know how to fix this. There's a weird constant ticking sound happening while I'm fixing this, and you guys are just in. Say hi. Say hi. Tell me where you're from if you're new. Otherwise, I probably will know. But let me just up this to make sure that I'm not getting this weird timing issue happening. Audio. Let's get this low latency. Better. Better? Is that better? It's still funky. All right. Give me 1 second. This is the sound is going to drop off, but I'm going to be back in like 30 seconds. We'll be right. Okay, how's that? Problem solved. Technology, hey? Sometimes you just got to turn it off and turn it back on again. Let's see where we are. Good evening, everybody. Now I've just got to get in here and see what I can see as well, and see. I can't see the live stream anywhere, but I know that it's live because I can see you guys in the comments. So let me open this up. I'll try to not make it make double noise. Let's see if I click this, what happens. Ha! So I can see Sandra and Bert. Bert, thank you so much for my tip. You are a godsend. Thank you for putting a tip in the jar. I've got the first cab off the rank tonight is for you. We're going to sing Brothers. And then I can see here that Davo and Shara are there. Speaking of brothers, hello Freya and Wyatt. Hello everybody. Hello Deborah. Oh, you know what I feel like? You know that show where there's like a mouth? I can't remember what it's called, but they're like, hello Deborah. Hello Samantha. And yeah, anyway, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but hi John, how you going? I'm well. I'm really excited to sing some songs. So without any further ado, I am going to sing Brothers. This is a song that I wrote back in 2020 when COVID was making me think of my family, and I started writing copious amounts of songs. This is Brothers. Oh, I might just move that over that way just a tad. I remember playing in the yard, stealing all of your matchbox cars. I remember the day you lost my cat. Never forgave you for that. Should've forgave you for that. Technology, it's just had a brain fart. I don't know what's going on. Give me 1 second. I'll just start a whole new thing. 5 seconds. Don't say. Let's see. This may be a good workaround because it's more simplified. There's less less things going on. So hopefully it doesn't. Oh, it's doing that bloody noise. Oh well, it is what it is. Let's just hopefully it doesn't cut out this time. And we'll get back to brothers. Where were we? Let's move on, shall we? I remember playing in the yard, stealing only your matchbox cars. I remember the day you lost my cat. I never forgave you for that. Should have forgave you for that. I remember scaring you for fun. That's the kind of sister that I was. I remember laughing at your hair. I wasn't so nice to you then. Should have been nicer back then. 'Cause God was kind enough to give me brothers, even though we're miles from each other. The only ones who understand my mother. Thank God he gave me brothers. I remember climbing trees so tall, looking down at you when you were small. Remember the time that you set the house on fire? I was a belligerent child, but you were so reckless and wild. God was kind enough to give me brothers, even though we're miles from each other. The only ones who understand my mother. Thank God he gave me brothers. And I could never understand the patience that you had, the way that you let things roll off your back. You still laughed the way you did when we were just two little kids. It's the laughter and those memories that I miss. 'Cause God was kind enough to give me brothers, even though we're miles from each other. The only ones who understand my mother. Thank God he gave me. God was kind enough to give me brothers, even though we're miles from each other. The only ones who understand my mother. Thank God he gave me brothers. Well, yay, we made it through the song and it didn't cut out. Like, that's progress, right? Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining. Hello, Nick. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Celia. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying the subtitles. That's fabulous. I find that they're really helpful sometimes for me. Whenever I'm watching something, I can't understand what people are saying. Cameron, thank you so much for putting a tip in my jar. You guys rock. I really, really appreciate it. On things that I appreciate, if you can see. I know it's blurry. There's no way, I don't know why, but the camera makes the background blurry. And this is the new studio. It has no airflow, so hopefully I don't pass out, but it's freshly painted still, so I may just struggle with this by the end of the show, but for now we're just gonna go with it. I am very, very grateful to my brother Joshua and my son Jack for coming over and helping me paint for hours on end, and my amazing tea fairy for painting the stinky glossy paint when there was no chance that I was doing it. Yes, it's been a while since Laura's been here, because I mean, I guess I haven't really done a live stream for a public live stream for I don't even know how long, ages and ages. We've had the studio, like moving into this house and not having doors that I could close really has meant that I've had to put Facebook lives on the back burner while I renovate that. And then I injured my hand and did some nerve damage to my middle finger, which is healing nicely. Just thought I'd show you. I had crushed it. That one little bit of black that's left on the thing, the nail is finally grown. I crushed my fingers in a car door, which is not very great. Hi Stuart. Hopefully the video doesn't freeze on the replay. Hopefully you can watch that later. You are so welcome. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy it later as well. So what I did earlier today was I got all of my songs prepared. Those who know me know that that is not what I normally do. I'm usually like running by the seat of my pants. But for some unknown reason, I don't know whether it's, I know what's happening, guys. Let's see if this helps. Let's see. I just cottoned on to what's going on. Okay. We should not have so many issues. I will just say try again, Stuart, because I think what was happening was that it was going through my Wi-Fi, and I've actually got a cable. So I turned the Wi-Fi off. I don't know. Don't ask. No idea what's going on here. Why do I do these things to myself? But this is the sort of stuff that we have to iron out when we start doing live streams again. Anyway, speaking of live streaming and singing new songs, I'm going to sing you a brand new one. People who are my patrons, the amazing humans who support my work on a regular basis, you guys rock. Some of you would have already heard this one, as it's my latest Patreon release. If you love the song and you would like the song yourself, you can join me on Patreon. You can pledge whatever you like, pretty much, per month, and you get access to my songs and Patreon-only live streams, and a bunch of other things. This is called Cliff and Canyon, and I wrote this. This was last month's song, I believe. So, and it's a real freshie. It's only a few weeks old. So this is, the first time I've played it for anyone that's not a patron. Gotta remember how it goes. Okay, that's how it goes. All right, ready spaghetti. Cliff and Canyon. I'm feeling so much emptiness inside, battling this war within my mind. My
Heart feels like it's racing double time. Air feels like I'm buried here alive. Chest feels like it's caving in. I don't wanna live like this. I don't wanna change. I don't wanna leave right now, but I don't wanna stay. Caught between the cliff and canyon, nowhere left to turn. I wanna set it all on fire and watch it burn. Now I don't have the strength to yell and shout, or kick and scream to find my own way out. But how do I know what I'm doing now? Gotta find a way to catch my breath somehow. 'Cause my world feels like it's crashing down. I don't wanna live like this. I'm too broke to change. I don't wanna leave right now, but I don't wanna stay. Caught between the cliff and canyon, nowhere left to turn. I wanna set it all on fire and watch it burn. I'm invisible, barely holding on, frozen here, standing on the edge. It feels impossible, can't see a way at all. Just keep slipping straight toward that ledge, and I can barely make a sound. It's such a long way down. I don't wanna live like this. I don't wanna change. I don't wanna leave right now, but I don't wanna stay. Caught between the cliff and canyon, nowhere left to turn. I wanna set it all on fire and watch it burn. I'm feeling so much emptiness inside, battling this war within my mind. There you go. That's Cashman Canyon. I wrote that the other week, and it's I know, where's my tech support? It'd be great, wouldn't it? Hi Ronnie, long time no see. Steve Smith, there's a long time no see. Betty Davis Eyes. Well, it's an original show tonight. Sorry, Steve. But occasionally I do a covers show, so I will see if I can prepare that one for the next time. Hi Mackenzie, beautiful to see you showing up in the comments here. I hate that I write songs about my feelings. And I love that I write songs about my feelings, because sometimes it's just a matter of getting it out. You know, I always feel a bit better afterwards. And yeah, I was struggling a fair bit with some issues, and had to make some decisions that were very difficult to make. Thankfully, I made those decisions, and you know, things are gonna just work out,
because that's just what happens in the end, you know. If it hasn't worked out, it's not the end. This next song that I'm going to do, these things are not, like, things aren't loading. Yeah, bugger. Yeah, bugger. The next song that I'm going to do for you is called Candles. And I have a habit of racing through my life and going full steam until I fall flat on my face. And I like to take on too much, bite off more than I can chew like hell, and then slowly let it creep up on me until I can't cope, and then basically burn out. And that has been a recurring pattern for my whole entire life. And I'm unlearning that pattern. I'm learning to listen more to my body and pay attention when I need to slow down and put things in place to sort of catch me before I start getting too close to the fizz that comes right before the pop. So, you know, I don't fizz pop. This is called Candles, and it is that sense of just maybe doing things a little bit differently.
I've been chasing dreams for just as long as I remember, like the smell, the start of spring, right in the dawning of September. There's a feeling in the air like the inception of a quiet revolution. I've played my hands and held my cards, clutched them tightly to my chest, with not a single moment in my heart or in my head. But now the clarity is being born, even in the midst of the confusion. Maybe all I need is here and now.
Wow, that was good.
Maybe all the dust just needs some time to settle down. Time to take a breath and let my feet firmly touch the ground. Instead of burning candles from both ends, I blow the bastards out. I've been rushing through my days like I was running out of time, racing through the matrix, missing moments in my life. But I'm realizing lately that there must be more than moving mountains. I've been pushing past my limits, always paddling upstream, while my career and my commitments get the better part of me. Now it's time I took a moment to revel in the life around me. Maybe all I need is here. Maybe all the dust just needs some time to settle down. Time to take a breath and let my feet firmly touch the ground. Instead of burning candles from both ends, I blow the bastards out. I've been chasing dreams for just as long as I remember, like the smell and sunscreen in the middle of December. There's a feeling in the air like the inception of a quiet revolution.
And there's my reason why it's been so long since I've done Facebook Lives, is that my fingers don't move properly, so I'm kind of tripping over them a little bit. But that's okay. Like, compared to what it was, I'm doing really well. I'm happy with that. It's still progress, and that's okay. It's been a little while. When I injured my hand, I couldn't even pour the jug. I couldn't hold the jug. My hands were just dropping things, and let alone getting to the point where it felt like my hands were in slow motion. So I'm really glad to be back playing. I really am so grateful, because it could have been worse, right? And the fact is that I'm here now and I'm playing, so that's fabulous. And hi, Mark, how are you? Long time no see. You'd know what it's like. You had to have the carpal tunnel stuff. That I thought that might be what was going to happen for me, but it wasn't. It was actual nerve damage, not carpal tunnel. Yes, John, it really is. It's so important to listen to what our body's telling us. Sometimes we need to slow down. And let's be real, if I was going a little slower, I wouldn't have slammed my own fingers in the door. Right? Yeah, that's right. So, sometimes we learn these lessons the hard way, don't we? Next song. The songs aren't loading. I literally pulled them up earlier to do this so that I didn't have to faff about trying to find everything, but that's okay. We just find it. Next one that I'm going to do is also a fairly new one. I wrote this when, I don't know if I've done a Facebook Live since I wrote it, with Kelly Berhaha, and I did it at the She Songwriting Retreat. And I was thinking about, how different I can be from day to day, how different, different cycles, different times of the month, that it can affect how introverted I am, how extroverted I am, how well I can communicate, everything from being able to articulate my thoughts to regulate my emotions. Everything is so changeable with me from day to day and week to week, and I can get really frustrated with myself for not being consistent. And then I thought of the ocean. And the ocean, one of the most beautiful things about the ocean is its inconsistency. It's majestic, and it can go from being hugely powerful and like you don't want to go in there to peaceful and serene and inviting. And I used to think that maybe I wasn't lovable the way that I am, and then when you think about the ocean, not everybody loves the ocean, but there are people out there who just can't get enough of it. And I thought, that's the same with humans. The wrong people are not going to get it, but the right people will adore you. So the trick is not to change who you are or try to fit a mold. The trick is to, accept yourself for whatever's happening that day, and know that there are experienced sailors out there that know what they're doing, and not only will they be able to handle those changes, but they'll be able to navigate those waters with grace. So this is the ocean, for lack of a better name. And it doesn't have any notes on it telling me where to put the capo, but I'm pretty sure it's here.
Shines like glass, she's a mirrored sky. She's full of life in the summertime. When the change sets in, she's cold as ice. Wave by wave, she keeps rolling in. She's nothing else, just sink or swim. Wild, wild horses kiss in the southerly wind. Every scar on her body, every line on her face, every river runs right to her amazing grace. You can't rein that in, you'll never hold that down. She's an ocean so deep, she'd make a shallow man drown. There's a whole world underneath that you won't see, but she's everything to me. She bears the salt of a sailor's tears. She'll ease your pain and your darkest fears. Harbor your heart for a million years. Your greatest love, if you can learn to swim. She'll break your heart if the rust gets in. Get close enough, you can breathe her in. Every scar on her body, every line on her face, every river runs right to her amazing grace. You can't rein that in, you'll never hold that down. She's an ocean so deep, she'd make a shallow man drown. There's a whole world underneath you won't see, but she's everything to me. She's everything to me. She'd sink 1,000 ships at her worst. Only a fool would turn their back on her. Every scar on her body, every line on her face, every river runs right to her amazing grace. You can't rein that in, you'll never hold that down. She's an ocean so deep, she'd make a shallow man drown. There's a whole world underneath you won't see, but she's everything to me. She's everything to me. She's everything to me.
There you go. Fingers were starting to do funky things towards the end there, but that's all right. We made it to the end. Well, I wonder how much this is. Oh no, you don't want to get in there with the blue bottles. No way. I wonder how much this is jumping. Is it jumping for everybody or just some people's connection? Because I'm wondering if it's me or if it's, you know, something else. Thank you so very much to those of you who have put a tip in my jar. You legends. Thank you very, very much. To Cameron and to Bert, I really appreciate it. Now, what else do I need to tell you? I don't think. Let's find another song. Oh, I got this one for you. This one is, I would say, fairly new. I don't think, you know me, I can't remember. But I might have done this publicly. I might not, but I haven't released it. There you go. So it is only a Patreon release. And it's called Ow. It's called Sensitive. This is a song that I wrote about myself, which most of my songs are about myself. So, it's on capo 7, so we got 4, 5, 6, 7. Here we go.
I'm a little sensitive. I've always been this way. I've got...
Okay, well that makes sense because I'm playing it in the wrong shapes. I was like, why is it so high? That's weird. That's better. Okay, here we go. I gotta learn to read the instructions.
I'm a little sensitive. I've always been this way. I've got so much to give. Only so much I can take. Bright lights, loud noise, bring me to my knees. I have no choice, no way to find release. And I struggle nearly every single day, wishing I was any other way. Since I was a little kid, I've been a little sensitive. I'm a little sensitive. I've always been so raw, I'm argumentative. I'm better than I was. The smell, that voice, shoots lightning through my core. One shot and I'm down, can't think straight anymore. And it doesn't seem to matter what I do or how much I wanna change all this for you. Since I was a little kid, I've been a little sensitive. I'm a little sensitive. I won't apologize for that, it's not always a negative. Though it feels like broken glass inside my mind, there's things that you don't see. It's my heart, my life, and the gifts that God gave me. It's hard to just accept the way I am, but I'm learning how to be okay with that. Since I was a little kid, I've been a little sensitive. I'm a little sensitive. Comes with different joys, certain kind of ecstasy. If I can shut out all the noise, I can't sleep, but I think deep, in love with all my heart. And when life hurts, I write words to let the healing start. The cracks are where all the light comes through, as I sing the stories, spilling out the truth. Ever since I was a little kid, since I went through the things I did, I've been a little sensitive.
There's a good reason why I started in a different chord sequence, because I'm going to rename that because it's not correct.
I'm a little sensitive. I've always been this way. Since I was a little kid. Since I went through the things I did.
Yeah, that's an F there, so for sure. My hands were in the right spot. I just was playing it in the wrong capo. So let's change it to C, capo 2. We live and learn, don't we, guys? It's only through doing these things many, many times. And I really have not been able to do all of this stuff, so... Thank you. Thanks, guys. I'm just seeing a few nice comments in here. Thanks, Andrew. I'm sorry that it's jumping. I'm not entirely sure what's happening. Thank you, Ronnie. And John, yes, I know you're a patron. It's okay. You don't have to do both. I am extraordinarily grateful for my patrons. Okay, all right. I think I'm up to date on all these comments. I can see some emoticons. All right. Okie dokes. Next song. This one is called One Day at a Time. And I think it's, especially when you're going through a really tough time, which probably I have been for a few months now, just letting things accumulate a little bit because of injury and external circumstances. And you know, sometimes when it does get tough, you really got to not look at it as a compound thing. Like, it's not going to last forever, ever. Nothing lasts forever, and we can get through some really tough times one day at a time. Here we go.
They don't tell you how it turns out. Can't tell you what's to come. The way regret will haunt you when it goes over everything you've done. You'll get things wrong, get things right. Don't let either of them keep you up all night. And go easy on yourself. It won't always feel like winning when you play the hands you dealt. But there's nowhere else you're meant to be. That mountain's in your mind. Just take it one day at a time. Some days you feel like sunshine. Some days you feel like rain. Some days you feel so beaten. Just make sure that you bend before you break. And go easy on yourself. It won't always feel like winning when you play the hands you dealt. There's nowhere else you're meant to be. That mountain's in your mind. Just take it one day at a time. And there'll be times you're gonna feel forsaken. And there'll be times you feel like giving up. Take comfort in the knowledge nothing ever stays the same. Hold on, I hope tomorrow's gonna come. 'Cause you get things wrong, you'll get things right. Don't let either of Just take it one day at a time. Just take it one day at a time.
There you go. That one is one day at a time. I'm glad, Cameron. Great way to, oh, Stuart, yes, of course. Very appropriate for you right now. Holy moly, you're going through a fair bit. You are busting my chops, lady. That's funny. Sorry, Ashley, that I shouldn't laugh. Okay. Now, we're getting close. It is 7:46. And I can definitely tell that these paint fumes are taking effect. I'm going to write this song. I'm not going to write this song. Oh my gosh, what comes out of the mouth? I nearly said it again. Paint fumes. Blame it on the paint fumes, but we all know that I do that stuff all the time. Okay, I'm going to... Oh, it's because this first lyric of this song is I'll write a song. I'm going to sing you this song. And again, it's another unreleased Michelle Cashman song, all of which can be found on Patreon if you would like to join us. Patreon is the way that I sustain any hope of being a professional musician, and afford the time and justify the expenses of what I have put into this, including this studio that's just been built so that I can do more live streams for you guys. And so I cannot tell you how important patrons have been in all of this, because if it wasn't for patrons, there's not a chance I would have built a studio to continue to pursue music and to do this sort of stuff. Having patrons in my corner and knowing that there is that sort of steady stream of income coming in from people who care about my writing and who want to hear my songs keeps me writing and putting more songs out. So thank you from the bottom of my heart to you guys, and to anyone who wants to join us. It's very easy to do. You just head to patreon.com/Michelle Cashman, and you can sign up there for, I think the bottom tier is $1, could be $5. I'm not sure. It's pretty much a choose your own adventure. This next song is up there, and you can find it there, and it's called Walk.
I'll write a song. This is all the things I want. I'll shut the door so you won't see me on the floor. I'll turn away from you and face the wall. But I won't talk and I won't cry. You won't see a single tear fall from my eyes. I'll pretend I don't care. I won't ask and I won't plead and I won't beg. If I believe that you don't love me anymore, I'll just walk. I'll move away so you won't ever see me break. I'll find a man. It won't be love, I'll pretend. And I'll do every single thing that I put off. But I won't talk, and I won't cry. You won't see a single tear fall from my eyes. I'll pretend I don't care. I won't ask, and I won't plead, and I won't beg. If I believe that you don't love me anymore, I'll just I'll walk away. So don't be blinded by the fact that I don't stay. You won't have to see me anymore, 'cause I'll just walk. I'll tell my family and friends that I'm okay. And walk away.
I wonder if I should have given you a segue to tell you what that song was going to be about, because it was pretty intense, wasn't it? I thought so. Ashley, thank you so much for putting a tip in my jar. You legend. Thank you very, very much. Where are we going? Let's just jump. Oh, Deb, you having a hard time too. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, guys. I'm so glad that you're here tonight. And you know what, Ashley? How can you sing what I cannot say? That is literally what I do, I think. I think that's like my calling in life, is that I put things that I can't say into songs, and then just so happens to be that it's what other people can't say too. You have a baby snake somewhere in the yard. Oh my gosh, you stay inside. Be careful. Yeah, these paint fumes. I'm so sick of paint. I'm just going to tell myself this is the best color. Even if I didn't like the color, I'd be just like, oh, this is the world's greatest color. I'm never ever painting again, right? Oh, that's so cool. You could download all the songs again. That's amazing. I'm so glad. Yes, it can be like that, because, and especially with streaming platforms these days, my credit card declined. Well, not my credit card, my not credit card, because I don't have a credit card. What do you call it? Your debit card declined for my publishing. So it cost me money to keep my songs on streaming platforms, and per year it doesn't actually. I don't even get a return. It costs me more than what I get. So yeah, when it declined the other day, I was just like, I don't even care. I'm not refreshing that. You could be damned, because yeah, it's what for, really. But you know, I know a lot of people like to stream songs and stuff, but I'm just not seeing. I don't know how to. I'm not complaining, I guess, as such, but it's just, you don't get to keep it, you know. So if, like, when I'm trying to get to this story without it sounding like a rant, but when it declined and I still haven't fixed that, what will happen is it will come off the streaming platforms, and and then the people who wanted to stream that can't. Whereas anybody who has Patreon, they can download those songs and keep them forever. Because you then own them, you know, like you own that digital file. And like if you lose your hard drive, you can go back on and get them like Celia did. Okay. So, oh my gosh, it's nearly a whole hour. That happened fast. This headache. I've got a dirty headache. I think it's from the paint. What am I going to end with? I've got something in my eye. That's not a song. I know, the perfect song. I'm going to sing you These Days. This is one of my favourite. So another thing that we're going to be doing inside Patreon very soon is choosing the songs for the next acoustic album, because it is time. It's time to put together another little body of work. I really felt like I didn't get to like my shows can't word brain worms. My words broke. My words broke. Oh, this is awkward. Brain's gone. Let's sing These Days. Okay. I have no idea what I was going to say at all. Like none. I think it's time for finishing. But we'll sing song. Oh my God. Thanks, brain. Thank you so very much for those of you who have joined me tonight and commented, and for those of you who have put tips in my jar. You guys are the best, but not as great as my patrons because they're the bestest. It's not the competition where they win. And what I was going to say was, if you think that you know someone who would love my music, I would really love it if you shared this video with them and joined my mailist over at michellcashman.com, because I will be letting you know there via email when the next live stream is. We've just voted on a regular schedule in the Patreon group, so there will be some regular live streams again. Yay! And that will help my fingers get a bit better. Here we go.
These days, the house is so much warmer. Sun shines through the dusty window panes. Days, the weeds are growing taller, but I don't lose so much sleep about this place. Bills on the table and there's dishes in the sink. It feels more like home this way. I remember so much pressure to be perfect. Most of it I placed upon myself. The older that I get, the more that I get over things that never mattered much to anybody else. Once I was filled with fire and rage, used to wish my life, but I don't do much of that these days. These days, I move a little slower, give myself some time to settle down. These days, I'm aware I'm getting older, and the love that's in my life so precious now. Squeeze a little tighter when my loved ones come around. Make sure to show my gratitude somehow. I remember so much pressure to be perfect, and most of it I placed upon myself. The older that I get, the more that I get over things that never mattered much to anybody else. Once I filled with fire and rage, used to wish my life away, but I don't do much of that these days. You can find me near the ocean. These days I can stop and hear the birds. These days I'm often filled with pure emotion, even if I still can't find the words. These days my heart is growing softer, and I care less about the lines upon my face. Fear used to rule my life, I used to worry all the time, but I don't do much of that these days. Fear used to rule my life, I used to worry all the time, but I don't do much of that these days. Can't believe I cried through most of that, and the voice worked for more than what the crying was. I'm finished. Oh wow, thank you. I feel like that line, I remember so much pressure to be perfect. That's one of the reasons why I haven't done live streams, is because I'm making avoidable mistakes, except they're not avoidable because it's my fingers, not my it's not my ability, it's my fingers not working properly, and that's only going to get better with time, and I don't have to be perfect in order to show up. I know that most of you here are amazing, like supporters of me, not just of my performances or not just for my music. So I think that has been something incredibly affirming for me, and I'm very grateful that I've been able to do some patron-only live streams in the lead up to this, because if it wasn't for being able to do that and having that sort of safe space, I guess, I would be talking myself out of it, because it can be really daunting to have a camera in your face, and especially when I have as many emotions as I do. But here we are. We've shown up. We've made it through a live stream, and in spite of paint fumes and technology hiccups, we did it. We did it. It's the first one back in such a long time, and we made it to the end. So thank you so very much for joining me tonight. I feel very privileged that you have attended, and hi Norbert, how are you? Nice to see you. It's been a while since I've seen you pop up in the comments too. And hi Rob, thank you so very, very much. I really appreciate having you guys here, and that I'm able to do live streams, because in reality, if this was a gig that I was meant to do in a room full of people, it would not be happening. I'm very much not ready for that. So I'm extraordinarily grateful for this format, and to be able to do this from my home studio, and directly into your device, of whatever device you're using. So thank you for tuning in, and I will see you soon, because we're going to be doing some regular ones, and that means I'm going to get better again, and my hands will be more working, and we'll iron out all these kinks together. So thank you. Mwah. Now to figure out where that off button went.
And I'm so super glad that it's just what you guys needed too.